work in any company, so you know how to speak in English.
Yes.
So I'm in the favor of Hindi. We are here to talk about which language is should be our national language. So, sorry, 47.64% people used Hindi.
Use Hindi.
Used Hindi. Half of population commonly use Hindi language. Uh, so Hindi must be our national language. We are not talking about other countries. We are talking about our countries. So there are many peoples who speak in
People.
people speak in Hindi. So that's all.
Okay. Yes.
As you said that we are talking about our India. So
Our country.
Our country. Many people are adapting English, and also 65 countries
Adopting.
adopted English as their native language. And also we are earning money because of English. Like there are a number of companies, MNC companies, those are providing salaries because of English. And if Hindi you can't getting any salary, and also because of English we can talk with any person, whether if we go anywhere, so we can talk with any foreigner. And if we go to bank, so firstly the English language written, or after it the state language. If you go Kerala, then you will see the Kerala language, then after it English language written in the form. It happens always.
So, as you said that in America, many people use English. But if you talk about Korea, if we talk about Korea or Japan, so there are many people who use their mother language, like they use
Mother
Japanese, Japanese, Korean.
But why we usually take two countries? We can take 67 countries are adopting English, and also our India also adapting, as you said.
Our country. We never say our India.
Our country.
And this is adopt,
adopt.
not adapt. Adapt when you change accordingly.
Adopt English.
So, as we know, like Britain, Britain rule. Britain makes us civilized. Makes us civilized. So it's mean if you use English.
So you want to say that we were not civilized before? So British people came to India and she is saying that they civilized us. Okay, anybody wants to say from, like, yeah, he wants to say something.
So, good evening guys, my name is Subir and I am in favor of Hindi. So, as we know, Hindi is our mother tongue language, and we in India there are so many people who speak Hindi.
Who speak?
Who speak Hindi? Like there are 53 crore people are speaking Hindi, and they if I talk about over the world, so there are so many people who want to learn Hindi and who want to speak Hindi because of Sanatan Dharma. Because like there are so many people they like Sanatan Dharma and they want to speak Hindi.
So he is talking about the element of religion in that.
But in India nowadays, everyone adopt English. Even we are also come here to learn English.
But as you know, like whenever you go to your home, so you should speak Hindi.
When you go back home, you speak.
When you go back home, you must speak Hindi there.
But in India, Parliament official language also English, and Supreme Court official language also English. You whenever you go in Supreme Court, they always judge speak in English.
The judges.
Judges always speak in English, and they can give you any kind of
Sentence, punishment.
So
So all the judgments are given in English.
But as you said that the Supreme Court speak
judgments in English, but our PM also speak Hindi.
So, you want to say something?
The parliament official language is English, and few days ago, financial minister,
Finance Minister.
Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman also gave a presentation on budget. They also spoke English.
She also spoke.
She also spoke English.
If you talk about Constitution or Supreme Court, so their official language is Hindi. If you search on Google, so you can see.
So as you said that, like our Prime Minister gives presentation in Hindi. Like also as J. Shankar speaks many languages, so we can't give preference to every language. Like he knows 9 languages. Like as J. Shankar knows many languages, so we can't give preference every language. So it is not like our Prime Minister is speaking in Hindi and in English. We can't give preference if he is speaking in any language according to them.
Hindi is our mother language, mother tongue, so it shows.
Don't give a mic to him. He doesn't know how to use that. Yes.
So it shows our culture. So Hindi shows our culture.
So Hindi is a cultural language for India.
Yeah. So Sanskrit, our mother language is Sanskrit. From Sanskrit, Hindi language out.
So Hindi language came from
From
Sanskrit.
Sanskrit.
So it originated from.
Sanskrit.
Okay.
So Hindi is also a part of Sanskrit language. So it's a part of our culture. So
We should learn
And Hindi comes from Devanagari
Lipi.
Lipi. And we are talking about Hindi. And they before nowadays all people are speaking in Hindi. And because they are, and Hindi is helpful to us because there are many their education and employment. They provide us employment also.
Good evening everyone, I'm Priyanshu and I'm favoring English, favor of English. So I don't talk about datas of English and Hindi, and I want to talk in general talks. Like English is a very important language for us. We know that because we are here, we have come here
To learn.
for English.
To learn English.
To learn English. So why we are here to come? So because everyone we are living in a underdeveloping era. So we are looking the future are very developing. So if you want to achieve your goals, so in all areas you have, if you not learning English, so you never achieve your goals. Like if you
do not learn English, you will not be able to.
Yeah. So if you want to in civil services,
If you want to go in.
civil services, so English is a very compulsory language in mains exams. And my friend also said that Lok Sabha and Supreme Court in language of
English is the official language.
English is the official language in Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Or and other side, my friends said that Prime Minister in his speech in Hindi.
He gives speeches.
He gives
speech
in Hindi. But if you want to see our Prime Minister speech gives speech in English, so you can see in different countries. Sometimes our Prime Minister went to America.
So what is your point?
Sir, my point is we are living in a underdeveloping era. So
English is the need of the hour.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what about others?
Earlier you said that if we are not adopting English, so we are not. Do you know China? In China, Chinese is the national language, or they are growing faster rather than everything because they adapt their culture and they use their national language. That's why they are growing. And if you talk about our Prime Minister
Speech.
They speak in
He
English.
gives speeches.
Speech in English. No, most of the time they give speech in Hindi language.
When we say Chinese language to preference. If we talk about India, in India there are many communities, people, Sikh people, Muslims and Muslim community, Jain community, and many more. So we can't give any preference to any simple language like Hindi. There will be a controversial topic. So you can't differentiate that Chinese give their language to China prefer.
Most of the people speak in Hindi. So which language? Most of the
Keep it
people
in
speak-
left hand
speak
most of the
them.
time.
Who is the national language of our country?
As you said, Hindi is the language of India. But yeah, you are right. Hindi is easy to understand, and Hindi is a sweet language. But it is a limited language. Only it should be in India, because it is limited. But if you want to communicate a part of the world, then you need international language and global language. So English is that global language which help us to communicate all over the world.
Yes.
If I talk about English, so every famous book or in any sector like science, math or any sector, most of the books written in English. And if anyone want to be a doctor or engineer, if they clear any exam like IIT, IIM, that kind of exam, so after that they study in English, not in Hindi.
Nowadays, our government also preference Hindi because
Give preference.
They preference Hindi because they launch in Jharkhand. If anyone become a doctor,
Wants to become.
wants to become a doctor, they also wants to become a doctor in a Hindi medium.
They can also become
They
doctor
also become a doctor
with Hindi medium.
to study in a Hindi medium.
But we don't have the whole course of MBBS in Hindi. So how can
They launch that study material in Hindi. So you become a doctor to study in Hindi medium.
If we talk about education system in India, so India launched a new system, three language system, where Hindi is compulsory to read or study.
And we are talking about education, so there are both languages, Hindi and English. I am a student of Hindi medium, and there is all subjects were in Hindi. So we can't say only English is an important language for education.
But there are in India there are many languages like Tamil, Telugu, Hindi, Punjabi, and Odisha. There are many languages, so we have to make syllabus in every language. So what do you think when any doctor or engineer, when they meet together, so and they want to do something, any experiment or something like that, so how they communicate each other? If they read their syllabus in their language.
No, it is not necessary. If I am talking about UPSC, so there are many UPSC students. They only learn in Hindi and they crack their exams through Hindi.